2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Purdy to throw it on first down.
Eluded, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time. It'll be a 4-and-long situation coming up.
Now Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And when you review his performance last week in the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Another run here with Sanders. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fall. It falls to the ground and brings out 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat our blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
40 yards.
And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Man open, here is Jones.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Back to throw here. Looking in zone for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, he gets to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are able to move back in front.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Cool up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will tie things at 17 all.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Here's Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Touchdown, Falcons! 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
And the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their play block. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Forced out to his left.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. Give it a 32 on the play.
coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Right back to Sanders on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So let's see the important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And Pascal's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walters. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Purdy.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Oh, look at this play call. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line of game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Ready, set.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a carry for Sanders. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm with the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the ball. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.